You know, I do not think I have ever read a Black Dagger Brotherhood book this quickly before. But it was drawing, it kept my attention, and we sped through it. And I think it was shorter than most of the other books, too. I'll have to look at that, compare it to the others. But anyways, please check out my Star Trek Next Generation recaps on Fridays and my If Then videos on Fridays. I did vampires and homicides and FBI's and Native American detectives. I did black authors. I'm really working hard on these if thens and no one's watching. Also Flashback Monday, where we talk about all my favorite books in the Romantic Times book review. I hit his Regencies, mysteries, contemporary romance, inspirational, sci-fi, paranormals, erotica, and harlequins. Do 50 to 60 books of video. So please check those out every single Monday. We started with 2007. I started with a few books, and I expanded. Now we're doing 70 books an episode. So anyway, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, Kristina. Let's be friends. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming and showing up. Most of my analytics say you're gone by now anyway. But anyways, we are doing the Black Dagger Brotherhood right now. And the James Patterson's Alex Cross series. And Victoria Thompson were just about done with the Gilded Sarah Brandt and Frank Malloy till next year. Woe is me. But here we are, The Thief. Book 16. And we get to see a lot more of Marisol. Marisol was the girlfriend of Assail, and we get to see a lot more of Assail now, and his involvement with the Brotherhood, and his co-workers, the twins involved with the Brotherhood. We're getting more involvement as time goes on, because when he started, he was like a hi-bye kind of situation. Now he's on stage more often. I had this one author who said, if they do the thing on the page, then that's on stage. But if you're told Johnny and Jerry went to the store last week, then that's off stage. And let me just put this right here for a second. Come here, you drive me crazy. She enjoyed the book too, and she's upset with Mommy because Mommy got up in the middle of the night and she wants to go to bed. So as soon as we do this, we're heading off. But I wanted to share this because I just finished it, and all my excitement, I just wanted to share it with you. So, Marisol is down in Florida, and she's thinking about Assail, and Assail is very, 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 very sick. He had the drug addiction, and he's going through seizures and withdrawals and massive stuff like that. And he's decided that that's it. He's going to die. He's not going to live anymore. And the twins decide to go get her and they tell him he's got terminal cancer. And Jesus, I look so bald. That they tell her that he's got terminal cancer and she needs to come back right away. And she says no, because he was involved with the drug trafficking and stuff like that, and she didn't want to be involved in that stuff. But after 24 hours of thinking, her grandmother packs up their stuff and says they're going. So they go back up to New York, and they get there in time, and because she's there, because Sal sees her, he comes awake. And then we're dealing with their relationship for quite a bit of the book. Then we have Ricardo Benellis. He was a art dealer, but he was also into the drug dealing thing. And things went wrong with him in the last book, 6 Ways to Sunday. And his supposed sister, there's really no proof, I guess. She knows everything. But she comes to town and she starts doing stuff, and people are not happy with her, so she starts killing people, and she gets involved with Detective Delacruz. We haven't seen him in a while. I'm waiting for him to catch up, maybe the next book. And Jane and Vicious are having marriage issues. Vicious they're avoiding each other. His mom had just died. He has needs from Jane. Jane has needs from him. But instead of going together, they're going their own ways. She's going to the medical, he's going to the fighting, and they're avoiding each other for a while, and it's wreaking havoc on their marriage and their psyche, and they have issues, they have a big fight. Manny, the doctor that works with Jane, they talk about some stuff, and he's like, look, you need 24 hours down. You've been here forever. Yeah, we know you're dead and you're a ghost type of situation, but you need 24 hours down. And the 24 hours down helps with her and Vicious. There's also a new evil in town. And I want to get back to this one more second. I do spoils with these books. I do prepared for lots and lots of spoilers. With these books, I do spoil quite a bit. Be prepared for that because I like sharing them with you. And the best way to talk about Jane and Vicious's thing. You know what hurts? She blurted. The fact that you carved out time and made arrangements and thought about someone else. It makes me feel like I'm not here. I'm not significant to you. I mean, yes, that's the whole cheating thing. But over above the mechanics of the sex, what kills me is that you prioritize somebody when all I want is to be seen by you. Really, truly seen. He had made arrangements with Fritz for some stuff to be delivered to the Commodore, where he was gonna do something. Vicious in his "you gotta beat the crap out of me" mentality. I don't want anybody else, he said. I don't want anyone else, just you. Then why'd you do it? I'll never forgive myself. He reached out and touched her cheek. And you're right, it's not about you. Until I decided I couldn't go through it, then it was all about you. I'm sorry, more than you will ever know. I love you, Jane. It's always been about you. I did a horrible, stupid, unforgivable thing. And then they talk some more. Alright, so we got through that. Oh, there's a new evil in town. A new evil in town. A big evil that's even bigger than the Omega and bigger than the Lessers. And we get a little information on that. As Throw, the one of the band of bastards, he was the lieutenant to Zokor. He recalled going into the psychic in a bad part of town and being called unto the book surely as if the thing were saying his name. He had been search of dark magic, it was true, although he wouldn't have stated such at the moment. All he precisely aware of as he mounted those steps to the second floor of that walk-up and found himself transported to another dimension without his body changing positions was that he had an ambition unto the throne that was struggling to find its success. Without the muscle of Zokor and the band of brothers, and with aristocracy completely castrated, dismantling the council, he had no way forward. But then I met you. The book had showed him how to create shadows. The incarnation requiring a small sacrifice of his blood and some minor pain. It had been so easy, with only the fault being each spell was one at a time. Okay, Smokey. And he starts doing stuff with the book and taking out people with the book. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna go to bed soon. Let me finish talking about this book. I want to talk about the book. So he talks. We learn more about the book and how evil it is and all the stuff it can do. And the boys encounter it throughout the book, and things get really bad, and some civilians get killed because of it. And Vicious and them have a big, huge meeting and trying to find out what's going on here. Whether it's they meet with the Chosen, go, hey, have you had anything in this history? And they're like, no. And they have all this other investigation going on. And like I said, several of the kids uh, go crazy. Vicious and Fury see the shadow entity, and I've got to. This is one little piece. If this is the right page, you've got to understand uh the the interesting part of this. Now I have to share this with you. This is V has had a breakthrough in what's going on. And he has discovered that he has a way to at least help the issue. He hasn't solved it as of yet, but he has a way to help with the issue. And in his excitement, um, uh, let's see if I can find the, uh, so uh, he has a talk with Fury, and, up in the sanctuary, he called his Fury for him. Fury calls him actually for a meeting, and they discover that the book. It's the book. And when he meets with Fury, he dressed in a hurry and wasn't paying attention to what he was wearing. He has his jacket on, his leather jacket, but his brother goes, interesting pants. As V checked out his lower half, his only thought was, thank God it was Fury and not anyone else. He had on Jane's pink flannel PJ bottoms, the ones that had My Little Cocksucking Pony all over them, the ones that had been given to all the females in the house by Lassiter, not because he liked My Little Pony, but because the fallen angel knew when the ladies wore them, their Hellorins were going to have Applejack and Rainbow Dash in their mares. And now V was sporting his set like he was a fan. Oh, and P.S. they were high waters enough that he was 10 inches taller than a shellin'. This is the last time I get dressed in the dark. True, he muttered. Hey, it could be worse. Yeah, how? You could always put the top on, too. Would you be offended if I just took them off? Do you have boxes on? No. Well, then no. So, they have this meeting, and they discover Fury fills him in on what they've been told about the book. And where is that page? I've got to share it. So then he has this light bulb moment, and he's got to go talk to the guys. Never remember the pants. Fortunately, they all went silent as he crashed into them. I figured it out. I got it. There were some generals they through clearing, and then someone muttered, "You're ready." You're ready to come out as My Little Pony fan? What V said? No offense. Somebody in, but you have seriously rainbowed the dash of yours. Hey, Rage put his palms up, which is cool. Hey, whatever you like. My best friend is Applejack. See what I have to live with, Butch said mournfully. I don't care about the colors. It's the that kills me. Showing that much ankle in winter. Vicious looked down at himself for the second time, and the view hadn't improved in the slightest. Still high water, still pink, still flannel, still F me pony. With wrath spoke up behind his grandfather's desk. Can someone tell me what he's wearing? Vicious ripped those PJs off so fast he split the seams, and he would have thrown them in the fire, but for all that he knew, Jane liked them. We done? He asked his brothers as he met them in the eye one by one. We done so we can talk about what's killing the civilians, or do you bunch of ass eaters want to waste some more time? And that started the deluge. I'm feeling very ashamed right now. Completely ashamed. Just expressing myself. Can someone bubble wrap me and give me a puppy to cuddle? Cut my work-life balance more seriously. What happened to your other nut? Was one of those ponies hungry? The last one came out of Lazarus' mouth, and V seriously thought about marching over and punching that angel in the junk. For all V knew, the feed-out was wearing gold jock strap. Behind his desk, the king was smiling. You know, normally I don't miss my sleep, but this is not one of those times. Hey, Nikki, rage supplied. Well, half it's the business half that's out in the face. And I can't just say it's not. It's so good not to be the receiving end of My Little Mermaid. How's your Waterhouse host? Harpoon, how are you, Hollywood? Okay, that's not even mean. And all of you mother F are single. All right, Raz, what have you got? Excuse me, I definitely need a tissue. In 17 books of the Black Dagger Brotherhood, I think that is the one and only time I have laughed so hard. Yes, V and Bush have several hilarious encounters, but they're usually short. This one goes on for 3 pages, and it is, as you can tell, it brought me to tears. I was laughing so effing hard. And I'm also aware that the book ends very abruptly. It just stops, and there's a couple of issues that need to be resolved in the next book. So, this was book 16, The Thief, and I hope you will join me for book 16 and a half, Prisoner of the Night, and then we will move on to book 17, The Savior. And we will continue on with the rest of the Black Dagger Brotherhoods. I hope you enjoyed this, and like I said, I read it really quick. It's a couple hours. I don't think I've ever read a Black Dagger Brotherhood book so quickly, and it was good. There's lots of cliffhangers in here. You'll have to check that out for yourself. And if you could please hit the like and subscribe, and also check out my Patterson reviews and my Victoria Thompson reviews. And I'm going to have to consult my If Then and my Flashback Mondays for another author, because we are finishing up with Victoria Thompson. There's only 2 left. And then we have to wait till next year. So I'll have to start checking out some new authors to continue. And I need to finish. If you watched, I had a couple of Saturdays ago, you can check it out. I had a Christine Feehan haul, and I had to make room for all the new ones up there. So, doing a bookcase shift, and trying to rearrange some stuff, trying to make room. So, we gotta finish working on that. There's some big holes. So, if you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much.